All right, so we are here with Police Chief Tim Barfield and Fire Chief Mike Wetherbee, and we are standing in front of the building that went up in flames. What can you tell us about what's going on right now? Are you guys still looking for hot spots? What's the process?
Yeah, currently my crews, they were here last night and again this morning. A lot of stuff has fallen into a basement. There is a basement under the building, and a lot of areas very tough to get to. And you know, it'll continue burning until you actually reach those points and get them put out.
Okay, and then overhaul, what kind of process is that?
We're just the same thing. We're just trying to pull the stuff out, get it cooled down, make it safe for people, the adjusters, safe fire marshal, and ourselves to get in there and take a look around.
How long do you think this area will continue to be cautioned off?
Probably until the building is taken down.
Okay.
When we're done, our tape will come down, construction fencing will be put up, and of course no trespassing. It is a very dangerous site at this point.
So full demolition we're talking?
I would have to assume that they'll demolish the entire site.
Okay, and that'll be decided what with the insurance?
Yeah, between the insurance and the building owners.
Okay.
We'll probably we'll recommend it due to the structural insecurity of the rest of what's remaining here.
Do you have any idea of how much acreage this represents?
I would have to estimate maybe 3 to 4 acres.
Okay. And so talk to me about this being an older building and the danger that put the firefighters in.
Okay, with the building this old, it's turn of the century construction, heavy timber warehouse type, and it's a problem and it's a danger because the building creates a large majority of the fuel load. Heavy timbers, lots of wood siding, wood floors, wood trusses and floor members, and a lot of times the old buildings like this, they were either used as mills or they were used as warehouses, so they're oil soaked or they're filled with dust, and that you know just creates just different hazards than a lot of other types of construction.
And you had a firefighter that was overcome by heat or exhaustion? Or?
One of our mutual aid firefighters did go to the hospital for heat exhaustion.
Okay, and how is that person doing?
He's doing fine.
Okay, and so tell us about what makes this a suspicious fire. What makes this possible arson?
The fact that 3 fires in one night, 2 at the exact same time. While we were arriving on scene here, we got called to another one actively working. That automatically makes things suspicious. But just looking around and not being able to come up with a confirmed area of origin right away and a possible cause. You know, that in conjunction with multiple fires in one evening always makes things more suspicious.
Do you have a location that it started from now, or that's still being investigated?
That's still being investigated.
And what were the addresses of the other fires?
The one address was Kelly Street, 110.
Okay.
And I'm not sure about the other one. It was across town.
Okay. Chief Barfield, do you have those addresses?
We have 110 Kelly Street, and then there was a house on Forest.
A house on Forest, okay. And you had said that there was other arson attempts earlier in the year, as far back as 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to us a little bit about those.
Sure. In December, I believe it was December 18th, but in December we had a vehicle fire set inside of a vehicle, and within a half hour of that fire there was another fire set in the garage porch area of a house very nearby here on Clay Street.
Are there anything that in your mind links those attempts and the 3 fires last night?
Well, arson's
Saturday night?
Arson's a strange kind of thing anyhow. I'm not saying that they're necessarily linked. The one thing is, though, we had 2 fires in December on the same night. We had another suspicious fire, a set fire in May, right here in the same location. Not this building, but in the area where we're at. So those 3 are currently being investigated, and then we have 3 fires set the same night. Well, 2 fires set. This one is undetermined, but 2 other fires set the same night, and this fire. It just says it certainly makes you suspicious.
Do you have any suspects?
We are currently working to gather information and following up on leads.
And you have a reward, right, for people if they know anything that leads to an arrest, or?
The State Fire Marshal's office has posted a $5,000 reward for anybody that's arrested and convicted on this.
Okay. And so what has the response from the community been putting out there that there's possibly a person setting fires?
Well, of course, everybody's shocked, but it is our hope when we put this out on Facebook in the first place is to reach out to the public because people talk. And whoever did this has mentioned it to somebody and somebody knows. And we want to give that person the courage to step up and do the right thing before somebody gets hurt.
How much did it stress the fire department to have 3 fires at the same time?
Considerably, based on the size of the first fire, and knowing that it was going to take all of our resources as well as many, neighboring communities. But to know we had another working fire, that just takes an engine and manpower away from this fire.
Right. Talk a little bit about how the backup came together and how you guys coordinated it. That was a huge effort. I heard that you guys were getting fire from Route 18 at one point. And so talk about how you coordinated all the different departments to put this fire out.
Okay, what we do through Lorain County, the Fire Chiefs Association, we have a MABUS system where I can call a box alarm, and that gets me so many departments of whatever I need, whether it's trucks, manpower, or both. When I got on scene, we had a fire the size that told me I would need at least 2 more box alarms, and at the same time I'm calling them, they're telling me we have another working structure fire a block away from here. So that allowed me to call a 4th box.
And you guys had help from the village too, I guess, crews working?
Oh yes, yeah. By the time we get all the fire departments in place, get them operating efficiently, effectively, we have public works here. We're getting power shut down. We're getting water shut off. The police, the PD, they were here right away, blocking roads and putting up detours to allow fire apparatus to be able to move freely. And keeping crowd back. Crowd control is a big thing with a fire this size.
Right.
We shut down CSX for 4 hours, and keeping people off the tracks, keeping people back out of the way, out of the heat. Just totally, tremendous heat coming off a building this size and this construction.
Did you guys sound those new alarms that we have in the village?
No, really no need for that. I mean, it's not a threat to the entire village,
okay,
or a large portion of the population of the village.
Right.
That's more what they would be used for. Our biggest fear was our exposures to the south of here on the other side of Depot Street, which took a lot of heat. Had we got the fire across the street and had ignition across the street and some of the exposures, perhaps maybe a siren then, but no, that's more for mass notification.
Right. And what else do residents need to know for their safety right now?
I would say right now just be vigilant and be aware of your surroundings, and if you don't see something, or if you see something you don't think is right or doesn't look right, take note of it. Let somebody know. Sometimes the littlest things that people think are just non-incidental break the case wide open. So that's why the police are urging, police and the fire both are urging, if you see something that was out of the ordinary or is out of the ordinary, speak up and say something, and that might be what little bit it takes to open the case and get things going. So,
Chief Barfield, anything else from you?
No, we're working with the fire department and the State Fire Marshal's office. We do want the public to work with us. I would just add though that this entire town came together. The water, the food that was brought out for the firemen and safety services, the cooperation of the public. We had to clean out Taylor Street behind us at one point to start running shuttles for the fire trucks, and it was packed, and we were able to, within 5 minutes, get it completely emptied out because of the public's cooperation with us. So I do want to say a big thanks to this community.
Yeah, our downtown business is operating without power, or bringing food and water and stuff out to us, and it's tremendous when you think you've got that type of support in a community like this, and that's what makes it worth being a part of Wellington is the support that you get from our citizens.
All right, thank you very much. We'll end there.
All right. Next time, Mike. This is all. I got to take my
post?